when you turn on the car, the screen will actually boot up and it'll give you a warning light saying, do not use this while driving, your infotainment system, just like, don't be watching movies and playing with it on the interstate. But while it's booting up, just like your 1995 Windows computer, all the functions like volume control are disabled until it's actually booted up. So sometimes it boots up like that, other times it boots up slow. So what does that mean? That means if you have the volume on 20 because you're blasting out listening to the radio on your previous trip the night before, coming home on a Friday night, but then or Sunday night, and you get in to go to work the next day, your volume will be like crazy loud, and it'll take 10 seconds for it to actually respond to you. You'll be sitting there trying to turn it down and it won't work. So the boot up speed, I don't like it. I wish these were just analog, like when I click it, it didn't have to go into the computer to tell it to turn down the volume. I just want it to go down when I want it to go down and go up when I want it to go up. So one thing I didn't like about it, one thing I did, I actually disabled my intro little video, and you can do that and disable your goodbye kind of sequence, and I noticed that shaved like 5 seconds off it. So sometimes, let's see if it does it. Put in my keys, turn on the car, and so like I said, you can kind of be playing with it. It's booting up right now. So if my volume was really loud, it would have been screaming at me already. So there, it took about 10-15 seconds for me to get enabled to do the volume. So that's one thing I didn't like about it, because if you leave it like this, it's going to be on 24 the whole time, and you could be in a phone conversation, you'll be embarrassed. So one thing I don't like about it. Second thing I don't like about it, I hate these little LED lights. They're so dinky. They don't supply enough power. They should be way more powerful. I feel like these are just Walmart lights. I do not like them. I feel like they kind of skimped on the lighting in the car. This one's not as bad, but I do notice the lights in the car are not great for the inside cabinet. And if you want to hold on for 1 second, the back lights as well. I apologize, I went on a little road trip. My car is really broken. The back little light, it's not enough to get this thing at night to be all well lit. So the lights should be better. There should be 2 lights on either side. There's not. One thing you could do is actually just put in one of those sticky lights you can buy at Menards. So that's one thing. The second thing I don't like. Third thing, there is no electrical charger outlet on the back. There should be. People are going to be using this thing for camping. They're going to be both plugging in their stuff. There should be a charging port in the back, but there is not. So, like I said, I apologize. My car's so dirty at the moment, or just cluttered. There should be a charging port, but there's not. And the lighting, there is no third light overhead. So you have the light midway through the car. So there's not great lighting in the car. I felt like what it needs. Shut the door. Sorry about the wind. So those are the 3 things that I feel like Subaru could do better. If you're going to be out camping, you want to have good light, especially some people will be actually car camping. They'll be in their car and they'll put their seats down in the back. You got to have more lighting, Subaru. You got to put in some more for us to be able to see at night. And then also put in the you've got it up here. You've got your USB and you've got your power charger, but they need one in the back. There should have been one installed. I don't know why they didn't do that, especially with the type of people who'll be using this car. That should have been a no-brainer, so I don't know why they didn't do that. Fourth thing I don't like about this car. There is no change thing in any Subaru. There's just a fuse box. The ones I bought actually for 2018 do not fit this. I know some people said they did. Maybe I got the wrong one on Amazon. But there's no place to put your change. So what I've been doing is putting my change in here, and you can see it's basically rusting because every time I put my drink and the drink's perspiring because it's hot out, it's ruining all my change. So what I did is I went to Walmart and bought myself a little change holder. But I don't know why Subaru doesn't. They should just have it included on this fuse box. There should just be a little change holder for my quarters so I can put feed the meter. It doesn't make sense why they don't have that. I don't know. Maybe they don't have meters in the country Subarus are made. I have no idea. That's the other thing that kind of drives me, little things that drive me nuts, but not going to affect the overall quality of the car, not going to affect the drive. Those are just some things I do not like. Other things I don't like, I'd say, Gas mileage, I talked about this in my review, is not as good as it should be. Right now, if I go to my my miles per gallon, I'm getting 29. That's not bad. It's been a slow day. I was on the interstate a lot today. So, but I do know if I'm in the city, I'm filling up a lot. Like I filled up 2 days ago and I'm already halfway down, but I put about 180 miles in the car. So I noticed the gas mileage could be a little bit better. And then finally, I think the wind shears could be a little bit better. I feel like the aerodynamics of this car, but that's one thing you sacrifice by getting a Subaru Crosstrek versus an Impreza. Imprezas are more slammed to the ground. This is higher up, that gives you the clearance, but with that you get a little more wind drag. So those are the 5 things I'd say I do not like about the car, but they're not gonna make and break you. If you wanted to say 6, I think the boom, the bass levels in the stereo could be a little bit better. I feel like the stereo system lacks on that low bassy levels. It's a little bit underpowered. That's something you could change yourself, obviously, and go get some newer speakers. But I feel like if they would have just equipped it initially with a little better speakers, especially on that low bassy range, that would be great. So those are the 5 things I don't like. I'll do a 5 things I do like though, just so you guys can get a good comparison. Thanks so much.